All right. All right. This will probably not even get pushed out, which is totally fine. But I'm going to put this out here publicly right now because I see what's happening. I see what you're up to, BJ. Once again, good try. Going to land very flat on your face again. But just so everybody is aware, I don't know what games are being played with Dark Horse, any of that shit. I didn't have good feelings on it yesterday. And today it's just being used again. Hey, JC. So let me tell you about this situation really quick. I'm not even going to do an intro or anything. I'm just going to put this out here. So it's here. So this is BJ's current stream. We're just going to listen to a few minutes of it. And then I'm going to correct the bitch once again, because one thing about BJ is she never has receipts and she just runs her fucking mouth. One of these days it's going to catch up to her. And it seems like it's doing that. This is her current live. So Dark Horse went in there. She's going off about the Dark Horse situation again.
Person's leak of information, Indiana. So I guess she's threatening me with charges now because you're talking about her personal stuff again. I'm not sure.
Dark Horse went in her chat, stirred up more shit.
I'm gonna have to reach out to my law enforcement. Do you understand, Dark Horse, that you are, to be a protected person, you are putting your own self out there? When my law enforcement notifies me that I'm being stalked by an individual online, it is my...
First and foremost, law enforcement did not say that when they were there, in your recording at least. Not one bit did they say that you were being stalked.
Right. To look into who that person is so I can protect myself.
Okay.
Yes, that's yours.
Get a restraining order.
So I'm sure your law enforcement officers told you were being stalked, and then to dig into her and then come publish it online or pass it off to your friends, because that makes total sense, right? Maybe you should stop diminishing the word stalk, because you're kind of becoming the girl who cried wolf.
I'm not sure how you're going to threaten me. You've already done enough damage, Dark Horse. Leave me alone. Everything that you send to me is going to be reported to law enforcement. Everything. This isn't right. Remember, I'm not the one that's bothered you. I haven't contacted you or reached out to you or affected your home life in any way at all. Just stop it. It's enough now.
She's going to learn real fast about defamation and slander, this one here.
And I'm not. I'll give credit, when people are saying that, she's wrong for this. But at the end of the day, what do they really have left to say? It's not a good look. But they were fine with it when they hosted her on her channel the first day. That was all okay.
So first and foremost, Dark Horse has never been on my channel. She stopped in the chat yesterday. I didn't even engage with her or acknowledge her. That was it. Never once been on my panel.
Matter of fact, let me go ahead and...
It's
good, isn't it?
Left.
That place is awesome.
I actually left Granny's panel yesterday, so I didn't pop the fuck off on her.
All right, guys. So...
I had little strips of zucchini.
We're way past having a combo, Dark.
She's initially talking about Dark Horse, who is the one that made the wellness check 2-3 days ago on her. She's talking about her, but you'll hear her switch that to me here in a minute.
Of course. We're way past that.
I think
I don't want to have a conversation.
I don't know why we're past that.
It's a trick.
Jeez.
It's a trick.
It's for more content, I think.
Yeah, it's a trick. It's a bait. They're baiting again.
Is it a prerequisite to be wacko to be a YouTube creator?
I think creators really need to take a long, hard, decent look at this and realize that this is the kind of people that you incite. Jay, Granny, Nonsense, QB, Cletus and Clue, Julie Skolnick. Look at what the fuck Julie Skolnick's doing right now. She's another one.
So once again, she puts it off on all of us, but I get a special shout out.
And I'm going to play this because I think this is very important. I wish I'd have heard this the other day. I didn't. This right here speaks volumes to me. I want you guys to pay attention to how she's talking to Nonsense.
Well, I would make it clear to her as well if she continues to stalk your family.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, first you should just be turning this over to law enforcement anyway. And you know that I wouldn't just say that about anything. I'm saying it because I've looked at all of her stuff and she's dangerous.
And we have
how she's talking to Nonsense. So I told you guys the other day, Brittany's been up to stuff. We've been seeing it. Hey, Lorraine, thank you for being a member. I think you just renewed, but thank you. She has been trying to incite things. She's building it up. She tried to push the other day that I was behind multiple calls to her house. By the way, BJ, I will be FOIAing the calls myself since you used that police call and tried to misinform people and put it out there. So I will be FOIAing the calls myself so I have them for me. But what you're doing here is extremely stupid and reckless. So carry on per usual. But we knew this was coming. She is really struggling because I'm the one she can't really shut up because I use her own words. And ever since I did that 9-hour stream and showed the buildup of where we got, she is fucking freaking the fuck out. Seriously, freaking out about me. She is pissed off. She was going to wipe her channel after that. That 9 hours is fucking damaging. If you haven't watched it, it's a fucking trip. But it is a fucking, you can't unsee it once you see it. And it's her buildup of how she's been trying to set things up.
Right, Dark Horse.
With the help of her little buddies. So now let me make sure everybody is aware. She's got certain people that she's lined up with that are after me. Like when she was aligned with Moon and Krama, Just Irish, they were coming after me. Her buddy Sinner goes after Queen Bee. Kim and Crafton go after Granny and Cluminati. So every person she associates with has a different target. That's why she aligns with them. So every person that she's associated with has a different person that they latch onto. Like 5 days ago, breaking chains.
Of course.
You don't even have to address her. And for her, Antoinette, if you don't fucking knock it off, you're gonna have a 5150 on your hands. Because I'm concerned about you.
So Kim's threatening to do a wellness check on her and putting out her name again.
About that. I'm concerned that you're not keeping track of your reality. You are mistaking what you watch on a computer screen for real life. You somehow think that you have a position inside of this woman's house, but then in the next breath are angry because she took you off a panel.
And let me be very clear, what Dark Horse is doing, I do not condone whatsoever. This is why I stayed the fuck away from it. This is why I said yesterday in the beginning of the stream, nobody's coming up on panel. I stood by that. This is not entertaining to me. Because once again, as soon as I was glad she owned it, but I knew exactly what BJ was trying to do. If she wouldn't have went up on Jay's and owned it that night and came up and said, yeah, I did call, it would have been way worse. But BJ is still finding ways to twist it and turn it that I have responsibility with this call.
You have said the most outrageous things in your panel tour, and then in all of your stuff, you land here today. I am seriously questioning your capacity to be out here running around on the internet without putting other people's children in danger.
Yep. Well said.
Good Lord, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm sick. If anyone else is just done with psycho people on the internet besides me, let me know. But I'm like, I'm over these people.
Oh, I'm
Psycho people besides you? You fit into that.
I'm done. I mean, research is stating that there are a lot of psychos on the internet.
Research is stating that there's a lot of psychos on the internet. Reality.
Apparently, nonsense is off duty. Go consult your internet shrink. Lord help us.
Since when did I become her internet shrink?
All right, I'm going to need just a second. Let me go check on Neil real quick, and then we're going to go through this because.
Oh,
can you drop a link for Nana?
I'm going to give Craig the link too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give Queen Bee a kudos.
Let me go back a little bit further. I think I missed it. Hold on.
Sure. Like I'm going to have to reach out to my law enforcement. Yeah, they run with that and say that it's.
Oh yeah, I did.
Targeting or something of concern.
TJ.
I shared TJ's a whole bunch of TJ.
Okay. And the lady said, like,
Here you
Dark
go.
Horse.
no, you guys incited it.
Here we go.
watch here, remember? Which then hit me as weird. But I'm just curious.
Oh,
then
I would
here
love
she
to
is.
actually have an open combo. Oh, would you now? Now, after
Well, I'm
you've
sure
already
you would
called,
because you've made clear that you were retaliating because you had hurt Fifi's because Brittany didn't respond to
not.
your apology. That's
No, it's not.
disgusting.
You don't want that. She wants to come up here and
Sorry, I didn't go back far enough to begin with.
incite an issue so they can go
she
throw
wants
it
more
on their
attention.
channel.
She needs to go away. 2 other channels
She's
asked her to
busy.
leave. I don't understand why she would think that she's okay here. Do you want her in chat?
No,
Brittany?
no.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Okay, so Sinner nailed that. The first rule of Hyde Club is don't talk about Hyde Club.
I want you
But
to
I
leave
thought
me
you didn't
alone, Dark
watch. I
Horse.
have clips that you don't even watch.
I don't know if I went back far enough yet.
You don't even watch here, remember? Which then
I hate doing live streams because you can't fucking toggle it
is
like
weird.
that.
Like, well, if you don't watch, then why are you calling police multiple times, calling CPS, threatening to call CPS, all the things?
She admitted to calling police one time. That's it that I know of so far.
If you don't even watch, but then
But I don't fucking know. I've been tuning it out.
here you are. Chatting.
And I want to make it clear because they want to make an example out of her. All of them want to shun her now.
Oh,
Mhm.
You people are that y'all are responsible for this.
we're responsible for this.
Do you understand this? This doesn't all just fall on Dark Horse.
Here you
No,
go.
you guys incited it.
Y'all, let me tell y'all created that. Y'all built that. There's a reason, nonsense, that Dark Horse sent me an email that she's threatening CPS and then immediately reaches out to you and shares it with you.
Because I started to you started to blame me for CPS threats, you dumb bitch. Back in April of 2024, April 9th, 2024. April 9th of 2024, she threatened you and you put the blame on me. Once again, just like you're trying now. She threatened you. I had no clue anything about it. You tried blaming me for it. And then here she is. And I shunned her for said CPS call and told her I didn't agree with it.
That's
Do you not
bad look.
understand?
It's a bad look. And she openly announced that
Yeah.
she sent that stuff to nonsense. And apparently Granny's watching.
Yes.
And I think those are two channels. Those are the two that
No, I read the email she sent me on Granny's the other day.
didn't shun her. Now, Clue didn't even let her up in the first place.
Oh, I didn't shun her? Well, let me just give you some fucking facts, Kim, because you're an idiot. So Dark Horse emailed me the first time ever on August 1st, 2023 about the Sound of Freedom coverage that I was doing. I didn't respond. She emailed me again, October 25th, 2023. I didn't even open it. October 25th, 2023. Next email. Didn't even open. Next email. Opened. Didn't respond. Next email. Opened. Didn't respond. 4/9/2024. Or then it goes on to 10/29. So 8/1/10/25. These are all of 2023. 10/29 of 2023. 4/9/2024. She sends me another email. Says BJ drama last night. Sends me an email about her supposed CPS threat. She emailed me one more time, April 12th, 2024. Didn't respond. So in total, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 emails total. Want to hear my responses? There's 2 responses. Holy shit. First off, I'm sorry this happened to you. This is beyond disgusting. This is about her personal stuff she was sending me in 2023. I read this once, but have to read it again because there's so much to process. It's so beyond crazy that he's still allowed to go after victims. This is sad as fuck. One response, and that was August 1st, 2023. Second response, October 29th, 2023. I can't even put into words how much this all bothers me. I've read these numerous times now, and each time I end up in tears. I'm so sorry you've been through all of this, Becky. Second email response, 2023. Nothing in 2024 besides me addressing her publicly after the CPS threats. 7 emails, 2 responses. That's my responses. Fuck you, BJ. And I can prove it. I'll show this publicly after I edit out her email address and shit like that. I told you, don't fuck with me on this shit. But look, listen to this.
And I
But
don't want
I
conversation.
understand what you're saying, Brittany, about not scapegoating her and anything else. But
Mm-mm.
with all this out there, it's really all they could, that's the only something for her
Right.
to not be welcome there.
No,
And-
I agree, but I
and
think
so
they,
yeah. But now what about these other 2? Well, I
Right.
mean, it looks like it is what it is. Right. Not yes, Sinner, exactly. Including in the community that she came from before, where she got totally pariahed, ousted for what she is, and had to take a year off from. She did the same shit over there too. And is the first one to claim that the shit's happening to her.
By the way, she's never been on my panel. She's never been in my circle. She came from you. She's another person that came from you that you've tried to wash your hands of and put all of the blame on her reaction to you on the rest of us. You incited her way before I even knew who the fuck she was with that, or your relationship with her. You had an issue with her. You two have issues, not me. You tried giving me credit for her fucking CPS threat and blaming me a year ago. You're trying it again. Good fucking try. It's not going to work. I don't fuck with her. I jumped off Granny's panel because I was pissed off yesterday with her even being on the panel. I haven't watched her or listened to her on a single other panel because I'm not entertaining the fucking bullshit. But you are, because it's beneficial, because it's the end of the month. You see how she's ping-ponging between channels? She starts on her main 2 nights ago, does this big dramatic thing, then, or no, backwards. Starts on her backup channel, then pings to her main channel, and then back to her backup channel. You notice the ping-pong effect at the end of the month with the big dramatic? Well, guess what? We can go back and timestamp and show a pattern of every end of the fucking month. BJ, you're digging yourself some major fucking holes. Keep on digging. I love it for you. You think you would have learned about defamation when you filed a lawsuit against somebody.
First one to call someone's police because someone said a mean comment in a fucking comment section. Not even during a live chat where it can be modded, you know? She don't have anything wrong with that. And the way
she's blaming me, BJ's blaming me for inciting Dark Horse.
he said, like, she runs her shit by nonsense. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
she
I
said
know
that
where I've done
nonsense.
wrong. We talk about it. Like, she talked about her like she's like a mentor. It's fucking
That, listen to what they're saying. That Dark Horse said, if she said that, I don't even fucking know about it. And it's not fucking true. Not true. If she's in here under an alt, I have no idea who she is. But show the emails, Dark Horse. Show them the emails that you run shit by me. I don't even know who the fuck you are if you're any other account besides this one in my email. And chances are you're not going to have shit to show because anybody can tell you I don't fucking respond or engage in emails. I've been sent 30 plus emails, 50 plus emails by the same accounts. They might get 10, 11 out of 50 plus emails responses. I don't fuck around like that. But where am I her mentor? You see how they're slyly trying to do this here? Not so slyly. Let's back that up just a second. I hate these ones. I hate when they talk, they're live like this.
She did the same shit over there too. And is the first one to claim that the shit's happening to her. First one to call someone's police because someone said a mean comment in a fucking comment section. Not even during a live chat where it can be modded, you know? She don't have anything wrong with that. And the lady said, like, she runs her shit by nonsense. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
she
I
said
know where
that
I've done
nonsense.
wrong. We talk about it. Like, she talked about her like she's like a mentor. It's fucking weird. She's a grown-ass woman.
Kurt, I've heard that you got things all fucking fired up between Mr. Ed and fucking the Fupa Flop over here. I heard one came out of the fucking stable and a horse is a horse, of course. And the other one's fucking losing her shit because how dare you? Like, you almost had her in tears until her husband walked in the room and then she had to act right. What do you have on these women, Kurt? Oh, your access to Upchurch who's got money and she couldn't use you for that?
And she ain't a psychiatrist, which is what you need, sorry. In my opinion.
And I also need TJ69. There, I
heard,
want to tell
Kurt,
you,
I heard.
I'm not sure what the hell Angela Clips and Giggles is going on about. I have no effing clue, but I certainly can tell you that I've never talked shit about you, and she needs.
By the way, you put me in a position like this, Dark Horse. I have no concerns about it. I don't fuck around with people that do shit like this or put me in the middle of their shit. So, everybody knows. I mean, she just outed your account. It's the same as your email. So here we go. I'm just going to show this. There's nothing important here anyway. So, but they want to run with this. Here you go. Unless you want to bring me another account that you're emailing me under so I can pull that one up and show that one too. But don't fucking put me in the middle of your shit. I don't appreciate it at fucking all. Let me find the image. Where did I put it? Hold on. I gotta grab it. Give me 1 second. I'll play this while I'm pulling that.
Needs to put out the receipts of whatever she's talking about. She made
What's she
another
trying to
post
talk
saying
about,
She's
TJ?
saying that I shared TJ's a whole bunch of TJ69's emails, and I don't ever remember sharing a whole bunch of emails. If I did share an email from TJ69, it was maybe something TJ said to me that I needed the mods to know. But it's, you know what I mean? Like if somebody, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all all right now. If somebody reaches out to me and they give me a heads up about something that somebody's doing to me in the community or something of
Right.
concern, right? Like,
Yeah.
for example, if TJ reaches out and says, "Hey, Julie Skolnick said she's calling CPS on you," I may share that email with my mods and say, "What do I do?"
Is it TJ69?
Or the one that TJ sent you about getting your house. There you go. There you fucking go. And there's another one too I can show that's got the first one that she ever sent. But you can see number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, 6, and 7. Last time she ever emailed me. There you fucking go, you dumb hoe. I don't appreciate being put in your shit or anybody else's. Because all you've done twice now, a year apart, is incited this bitch to blame me for shit I'm not a part of. And it's starting to feel like it's very intentional at this point. It's fucking pissing me off. This is why I don't fucking answer emails. Rarely do I get involved in emails or Messenger or anything. And it's nothing against all of you guys. Truly, it's just a thing. You see what happens. I've got messages, like 30 plus messages from people. They go from nice to scolding me to fucking crazy shit. And then I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Nope.
Alligators right there. Are
It does me no good.
Yes, TJ69.
Okay. I'm a TJ.
So TJ, whatever she's trying to cause problems. And I'm telling you right now, I don't have any issues with you. Like I'm not sure what I'm not even sure what she's
Yes, Revival. I played a portion of it. I'm sure she's going to play more though.
referring to. But this is her.
She's hell fucking bent on putting me in the blame of this. Sunshine, she's up to no good. What she's intending to do is try to put me at fault for this stuff to try and publicly destroy what I have proven she's been doing. She is trying to do anything and everything to tarnish what I've shown about her. Again, she's concocting lies to do it. But it's not going to fucking work because every time I'm going to come back and slap her with the fucking truth.
Way of trying to cause issues with people that support me. And I'm sorry that she's targeting you, or putting you out there now.
Care Bear, you incite that dummy over there named Brittany J. How do you like that? Carry on.
Hold on 1 minute, y'all. I'm sorry.
It is the end of the month, Sunshine. It's always what she does. I'm telling you, she has aligned herself intentionally with people to go after Clue. Everybody, all of the people around her go after Granny. That's a fucking must. So if you are aligned with her, you have to hate Granny. And then she's got all these other beneficial people. Kim and Crafton going after Clue. Sinner going after Queen Bee. She's got other ones like her little buddy Sarah. And she had Moon going after me. She aligns herself with people to go after her, the people that call her out. That's exactly what she does over and over again.
Yeah, TJ's a
Because she's a weak fucking bitch.
sweetheart. And like I said,
Hey, Cash.
I'm not even sure. Like I said, I'm not even sure what I'm gonna have to go through my chat and see what the hell she's even referring to.
Yeah, Sarah's still there.
It's okay. I'm thick skinned. Don't care what bitches have to say. Well, I can tell you that I didn't talk trash about you, if you know what I mean. And believe you me, if I'm talking trash about anyone, she's putting it out. She's just gonna sit there and say I've shared emails. All right. So,
Canine Jules, happy birthday to Canine Gator.
oh, happy birthday.
Anybody got any questions about the Dark Horse thing? She's going to go on to play more. I'm sure we could probably skip forward.
Night, y'all. I
Trolls
love
would
you.
jump on this too.
Good night.
Okay. Good night, Nan. I love you. I'm gonna just tell you if it is. I'm scared.
But Brittany, if you're worried about I mean, I don't have a problem doing that.
No, I'm for. I mean, it's my address, right?
sending-
Like, what's the
Anybody
Wait,
can foil you.
Brittany, what'd you get from Arizona?
One of the
phone
one of the
calls?
people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, promise you, it was not me.
Oh, I know you.
But I know
Girl,
there's somebody else.
Andrea,
Brittany, what'd you get from Arizona?
one of the
phone
one of the
calls.
people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is that again?
This
And I should have grabbed that first one too, but I didn't.
I do need to stress out one more time though. She's not the only one.
You dumb fucking bitch.
I
He
know.
said, you know,
I
we got
know.
calls from Arizona.
Let's play the game, Brittany. Let's play the game, but we're gonna play it my way, the legal way, the adult fucking way. I don't play little kid games. You have now used that police officer's call that you recorded without his knowledge to incite and harass creators based on bullshit. You know as well as I do that you can get that call, the exact call I made to them, and find out exactly what I said. You don't want to do that because it'll disprove your narrative that you're trying to push. So I will be sending a FOIA off to get every call associated with myself, which will be one. But I might have to get every other call associated with you so I can prove that I'm not behind those. Because you're sure as fuck not going to do it and disprove yourself. You're not going to fucking put egg on your face. But I also am going to be writing an email with all of the fucking complaints I have, because now that you have used this officer's fucking words to twist and target people, claiming that they're going to be getting felony warrants when he distinctly said misdemeanor, shit like that. You intentionally twisted this man's words. We have a problem because you turned around and tried to incite shit against us creators with fabrications once again. And I don't fucking play with anything like you're doing, because unlike you, you unemployed, wasteful piece of shit who can't even get out of bed and is missing family functions, I actually have shit I care about. My family, my job, my friends. And an unemployed, wasteful piece of shit isn't going to fuck with my family. Oh, and by the way, have your buddies retaliate. I have state workers in my house next month. I'm sure they'll be glad to give a full report of how wonderfully clean and well cared for my kids are.
This FOIA, I'm ready for the FOIAs. I mean, that's what it's going to take to get to the bottom of.
I'll do it if you
exactly
don't want
how
to do it,
many.
Brittany. If you're worried about I mean, I don't have a problem doing it.
I don't know, Patty.
No, I'm
sure.
for. I mean, it's my address, right?
sending-
Like, what's the?
I think you can record officers. I'm pretty sure. But I don't think you can use it the way she did, to threaten people and incite people to believe that they're getting felony warrants and all this shit. I don't believe that that's allowed, but I don't know. I don't know North Carolina law.
Anybody can foil you.
Brittany, what'd you get from Arizona?
Hey, Earth.
One of the
phone calls.
people. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Mercedes girl.
Okay, promise you, it's not me.
I'm
Oh,
so
I know.
sorry.
I know
Girl.
there's somebody else.
Andrea mom's from Arizona.
We know.
Yes, she is.
in Arizona.
So now they're just going to start doxing everybody from Arizona. Shirley, you can take your shit right on back over there, because until you have proof that I've been in contact with Dark Horse, you can get fucked too. Okay, bye.
Oh wow. Yeah, no, I was about to say Dark Horse. Damn it, SW. I would never in a million years, honey,
It's like a 400,000 where I'm at.
ever think that you do that to
No.
me. Not in a
No.
million years.
I was too effing busy this week.
All right.
Just saying.
I find it interesting that SW pops up tonight and is like, "What'd you say about Arizona?" Oh, I would never.
I didn't have time to go to the bathroom. I got a bladder infection. All right.
Oh no.
SW,
Oh, that was the minor part
stop
of the week.
oversharing.
I'm sorry. What is Terry Lynn doing, Gabby? Is she coming at us too? Am I'm like, listen, if there's a curse on me by some odd chance, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, not again.
Like, devil, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ.
Oh, here we go with the fucking phony ass Christian bit.
I am pleading the blood of Jesus over myself and my
Oh,
family.
God.
We rebuke it.
Can I play the clip? Can I play the clip I took one time just so that it's in your
let's go.
And just to make it very clear to her, the reason this is why you aren't welcome here. So you and
Well, Marlene, the one good thing is they have my phone number. Everything is, when I called on myself. I called her police department on myself to give them my information because what BJ and her subs were doing and inciting about me being a child predator. So when I called, I gave them my information. So they have that, and they'll be able to link every call that's came from my phone number. Even if you star 6, it's the police department. Like, they will be able to match up every call. Not a game I play.
your mind can be like, if you don't want to talk to me, then this is what it shows. Well, no, it doesn't show shit.
But the more she continues to do this, the more I decided today I don't have a choice. Like, she continues to do these games and put my name in it for a reason. So I'm going to FOIA him because she won't. Even Kim said, if you're too scared to, why would you be so scared to FOIA the calls to your house?
It shows that, okay, so you're gonna have to give me permission. I'm gonna do it on a share screen just so that I don't have
Yeah, this is an important one. I agree.
here. I want to share the wrong
Narco
slide.
said, I already told you to get an evil eye, BJ.
Right? And
Britt, you need to pour some salt in your device.
Yeah.
Just Irish.
Sage would be good.
I saw a spool of
Hey,
sage
everybody coming in.
at the I saw a spool of sage at the tobacco shop the other day, and
Sammy, I appreciate you.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'm close to buying.
I appreciate you all for just understanding how much fucking bullshit this is.
Take care of this. Take care of this one first.
And if you're just coming in, here you go. Like I said, Dark Horse, stop fucking around and doing shit like you are. There's one that's not on this screenshot, but she started emailing me in 2023 when I was covering The Sound of Freedom. I've responded 2 times. You can rewind and hear me read my responses to her. There's a couple that I've never even opened. She's emailed me 7 times total ever under this account. That's all I know her as. And the last time was April 12th, 2024. I read the one about BJ on Granny's panel the other day. That's it. That's all. So 2 unopened, 2 responses out of 7 messages. But yet I'm the one that she's coming to question and go run over things with. Where the fuck? Where?
First, because this is the one that has been blowing
Because even my mods don't do that. Even my closest friends from this app don't do that.
up your police station.
Okay.
And, you know, whether, again, either she's someone who lies about being the one to have called CPS, although in my post, I make the case why I'm like, nah, I think it's an option. It fits the timeline. But if not, then she's someone who thinks it's beneficial to say she did, you know? All right, you guys. So this is the one that caught my attention. Ready?
Yep.
Just like with what's going on with CPS, she's blaming absolutely anybody and bringing everybody down. But the thing is no, I admit I'm the one that did it. And the thing is, you know, I don't feel like
What the fuck is reality cackling over?
it's fair for everybody to get blamed for what I did. And that's all. I haven't seen it.
You got it. You got it.
So, you know, so
What the fuck is reality having to come apart over? What is giddy about this?
yeah, and it's like if she's the one who did it, then
What?
yeah, that would be why you're not welcome over here. And there's no reason to not take you for your word. So
Cuddly Cactus, I don't fucking like sharing emails, but you're not going to put me in the middle of your fucking shit. And me have not, there's nothing. So, I mean, I would never do it if it's somebody that's not putting me in the fucking line of fire of fucking police calls and they're trying to retaliate against me because of BJ and her bullshit. And Dark Horse is just fucking amping it up, going on every fucking panel, keeps telling, you know, saying stuff about me, all this shit. I'm not going to fucking sit here and protect her. The fuck? Nope, no way. So I hope you understand why I'm showing that. Because, Hannah, not necessarily. No, not necessarily. Sometimes I open them, start responding, walk away. Sometimes I read them, don't respond.
Can I
There you
give a
go.
shout out to
Equal
Salt?
wire.
I want to give a shout out. The
Self-admittedly, I am terrible at emails.
biggest shout out. And I think me and Kim are on the same page with this one. To Salty Lunatics.
Yes.
Girl,
Yeah,
if you hear
yeah,
this,
Oh, I get it though.
thank you so much.
I just wanted to explain that to you though. I understand, but I wanted to explain, like, if you don't back me in a corner or do shit like this, I would never fucking share that shit. No need to. But when people do this shit, it is, I know you are Cuddly Cactus. I'm just saying, like, I want to explain that out loud because I don't fucking like doing this. But Dark Horse continues to amp it up and gives BJ more to run with and fucking come at me for.
She not only went live,
But I would always be careful, you guys, emailing creators, truly. I really would. I just,
and covered this.
there is nothing that us creators are going to do for you or provide you with. If there is something urgent that you need, please call 911. Don't call a creator.
whole situation. She took the liberty of clipping quite a few things for us. And not, I didn't even ask her or anything, but just in case, you know, we get blamed later on for, you know, this lady's name getting out there. She told the name herself. To be honest with you, up until this point, I thought Rachel was just a fake name she told the police. I didn't even think anything about it.
No, you were trying to put it off that it was another caller.
She did that. She did
Yep.
that. And I'm going to,
Yeah, the officer said, do you know that name? Because obviously she gave him that name.
we're going to go through some of Salty's links.
Dumb
Video, a
bitch.
little of her video tonight. I got to give her a shout out. I hope she comes in tonight because I really appreciate it. As a matter of fact, let me grab Salty's channel real quick. I want y'all to go sub up to her.
Yeah, Marlena just put it in for everybody.
Yeah, we need people like that on our team, you know, and
Well, she's very fair, you guys. I mean, it's
Yeah,
like, you know,
she
she's got fresher eyes around here.
Oh, Hannah, chances are, depending on if you emailed me, I probably did read it. Chances are, I don't know. Or I might have responded. I don't know. It's been so long. I just stay the fuck away from emails, really. But most of you guys understand why. Because every time I show emails, it's fucking death threats or crazy shit.
And
It fucking gave me whiplash in the beginning. Like the first year and a half, the emails that I would get, you guys, oh my God, you can go back on my timeline. There's fucking all sorts of crazy shit. Threats of the dark web, threats to kill my kid, go after my mom. Like it just became too much. And I didn't know who I was talking to. People were creating false accounts of people. It was fucking insanity. And it just gave me such a bad taste.
you know, so she
It
kind
was
of makes her
so
decisions on
bad.
people by what
And
she
it's
sees,
nothing
you know what I
against
mean?
you guys.
yep, you got your
Yeah, but both of them are.
I think I got another charger right here if you need it plugged up. Yeah, right there.
I just need a cord.
All right, so here, let's do this then. Let's go through this clip first. This is where she comes up. Let me play my music because Lord knows I'm not trying to.
I always feel bad about the emails because it's nothing against all of you, but certain people ruined it for me.
I was gonna be like, was it already going? Because I'm like, otherwise my mind has been playing that music in my head this whole time.
It's already going. You're
Thank
not-
God it's Friday.
you're
I'm
not
gonna sleep in
crazy.
finally tomorrow, you guys. I'm not getting my like panel time at night and get up in the morning for work schedule back down as much as I want to do this week. So I'm like, zombies.
Well, we got this. We're good.
I literally, God, I literally was like, it's already playing, right? Or I'm like, am I just because I was humming it earlier when it was just going.
No, but I pay for.
I always feel bad. I try to get to some. If you tell me, like, Becky, go read this email, I absolutely will and respond. People know I do that. But I have a real fucking hard time with it. And I feel bad. It's just a me thing. It's not a you guys thing. It's not a fucking I don't like you thing. It's a I'm scared shitless of opening them anymore.
Royalty-free music. I
Yeah.
need to freaking use that. I just got to make sure I got it. My ducks in a row. Hey, Sunset Gazing. Okay, so we're gonna play some of this. And I got to do this. I can't believe I got to because it's right. It's only right. It's fair use. Like her. Sorry. Yes, but we are using fair use. All right.
So screenshot that she's backstage and then block
Yes.
her yard. But
Yes.
screenshot that she is backstage
Are you fucking joking? Now she's trying to get on her panel.
because at this point you have kindly asked her. We've given her the reason why we've even played.
She's trying to get on her fucking panel. You're joking right now. Dark Horse is trying to get on her fucking panel right now.
Into her delusions enough to give the
Stop.
So screenshot it first, though, Brittany.
Yep, I got it.
You people make her a fucking victim. Do you understand that? This is so counterproductive. You make her a victim. You fucking, everything that we've done to prove that we've shown her fucking lies, you guys undo it by giving her victimhood by fucking games like this. You realize you're part of the problem? It's counter fucking productive. So I spend time and energy debunking her fucking lies with her own words over and over again. And then here you go, acting a fucking fool. And it diminishes those of us that are putting in work to actually debunk her bullshit, the harm she does, the constant lies. And you put the rest of us in this fucking clusterfuck. I'm over it. Over it.
And then
I just banned her. I mean,
this is the kind of obsession, you guys. This is the kind of obsession. This is the kind
And Brittany fucking loves it. You're doing exactly what she wants.
of person. Remember, we say who watches 24/7 coverage of Brittany.
Every
This kind of
fucking time.
It's scary. It's like I'm angry, but I'm also, it's because I'm fed up, because this is real shit at this point. And I'm sick of fucking gaslighting biatches like fucking nonsense and G-dubs who want to just pretend they have like these clean hands when it's like, no. This is your team, bro. It's like, we don't have anybody
No, not my team. Fucking try again, you fucking stupid bitch.
over here doing this to you.
you're not listening. All of y'all, you're not getting. All you want to do is look at me and be like, "Oh, she can't take accountability." Fuck that. Look at what's happening. Wake the fuck up. How y'all can continue to say that you're not responsible for this when she blatantly says that she doesn't watch me?
Bex, it's because we feel the same way on it.
It was through Jay that she saw that.
And I even feel worse for her because, of course, it's costing her fucking money. She's the one in active litigation with these people. I apologize to her so much for the blowback she gets because of shit I point out and stuff. But that's how her and I have always maneuvered. Like, I'll do something and I'm like, fuck, because she gets the blowback from it. She understands what I'm doing, though. I always try to make sure that she's okay, that shit's not going to get worse for her. But it's fucking counterproductive to like pointing out the harm and the lies that she actually does when people do shit like Dark Horse is doing.
The only reason that she was watching me.
But then she later admitted that she watches, and then she went back to not watching, and then she said it's because and then she said she falls asleep to each other.
From her.
Yeah,
So she made all the different statements. She can't remember what she said from one moment to the next. She speaks lying. So, or maybe it's the multiple personalities, right, Antoinette?
And see, what they do is they use situations like this to blame the rest of us, so they can lump it all together. And her subs aren't the people that partake and participate in her shit. They don't go check for themselves. They don't go look at shit. They don't fucking actually go figure it out and think, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Rachel.
Antoinette.
Dark Horse.
Lady, I mean, how many fucking, as far as she's not back in with an all yet. I mean, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was cleaning my fucking carpets upstairs. Kyle's coming home tomorrow night. So I'm like cleaning the house from top to bottom, fucking feeding the dogs, playing with fucking Hank, shampooing carpets, changing the bedding on my bed, scrubbing my floors, cleaning my fucking bathroom, you know, all that stuff. And then I get alerted that this is going on.
There you go. I put her channel link. You can proceed.
It does, Sunshine, every time.
Wow, TJ, that's a lot.
That you're justified. Sit in chat. That weaponized trauma. So I don't hear that shit.
Shut up, Kim. Shut up. You have no fucking right after what you've done to Breaking Chains and so many others. Shut the fuck up.
Go phone a friend. Stay the fuck off this channel. I'll be calling Brittany's police if you don't stay the fuck away.
Oh, are you going to have a problem with that? By the way, these people don't care about people calling the police. We showed that yesterday.
Not on her.
Samantha Joy called the police on me and my fucking subs a year ago, and they didn't blink an eye. They thought it was fine.
Actually, you know what? That's a good idea anyway. I'll write something
It's
up in the
$20
morning
super
to
chat.
add to what Brittany needs to turn in. Because this is ridiculous.
It's
As
out
a
of
mod-
control.
As a mod on this channel who has had to block you now 4 times tonight, not counting Brittany having to block you from trying to come up backstage and all of your communication.
Yeah, this is fucking psychotic. This is just fucking insane, and it's just giving BJ what she wants.
To her through her email right now. That's how many times? Almost 10 in the course of this little bit of time? And you're still trying?
This is weird.
No, we can't see.
A with nothing after it. It's not that one.
Telling you we're past that point. Just leave me alone. Understand that.
Well, Brenda, when you hear the things she had to say, you're. I mean, I just. It's just. It is.
She's one of how many are y'all going to, who else is watching? Brenda, thank you so much for the super chat. She says next she's going to call the cops to deliver a message because she's blocked now.
Right.
I know. All right, here we go.
Oh,
Nonsense is
Lord.
sniping me.
Come on, you guys, stop.
Fucking listen to it, bitch.
Gee.
Someone
Now-
just got
now
reported as spam.
nonsense.
Go hit it as spam. Anybody who feels
How do I
so
do it?
inclined.
I'll do it.
Oh, gonna come report me now, huh? Gonna come report me now, huh? We're gonna play that game, huh? Okay. All right.
Go hit it as spam.
You just do spam?
Go hit it as spam, they said. Oh. Fair use. Yeah, it's fucking fair use. Watch this. Ta-da.
Yeah, you just go into the live stream, and then so everyone listening, you go to report. You go to the bottom. I think it's the bottom one. You hit it. It's spamming and misinformation.
She is teaching people how to mass report right now on panel. That's a terms of service violation. Ooh, you're dumb.
Is the labeling. Because I took the time to find out with YouTube, because I'm like, is this just something you're doing on a quarterly basis like they used to, or is there a way for people to report it? No.
Oh.
She's sick.
You report it using spam, and then there's a little box with a narrative, and you say this is a current live stream of, and then you would put your handle for it.
Encouraging mass reporting is a huge terms of service violation. I encourage you to play this game.
Or the video link.
They continue to do this because they get away with it. Nothing happens to them. They don't get held accountable.
We've proven the point anyways. I don't even need to play her content anymore. I already disproved what she's about to fucking try and lie about. Does anybody have any questions? Let me show you guys that again, because there's nothing else I even need to play. Yeah, Lisa, it is. Yep, it sure is. There's nothing more I even need to play. This is all I wanted to come and show. There you go. There's all my interaction with Dark Horse. Hasn't messaged me since April 12th, 2024. Try again. What's next, BJ? What's the next move? You gonna try to say Dark Horse lives in Arizona? She's my neighbor. Shorts. KNS, you watched that timeline, didn't you? I think you were the one that commented. You were like, holy shit. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. If you guys have time, again, it's long. It's fucking long. But that 9-hour video is clip after clip of the setup that I fucking think is, well, I'm sure. I would love to hear what your guys' thoughts are, but you can tell this setup has been going on. So let them run with it. That's all I have to say. If you guys have questions, let me know. Dark Horse, knock your shit off. Because I don't know what you got going on over there, but putting me in the middle of your shit constantly, going on this panel tour, I don't know what the fuck you're up to, but I'm not with it. Not at all. It's fucking gross. Oh, they got me on that one. That's the one time I did get a fucking terms of service violation for torching scorpions. Oh, bad nonsense. Bad. I know. It was last week, beginning of the week, Monday. I don't remember now, to be honest. It hasn't been that long ago, though. Where's my pen? Oh, there it is. Huh. I need this. Sammy, it was wild, though. Hey, Gary. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'll smoke one more cigarette with you guys, and then I'm going to... Oh, my vacuum stopped in the middle of the floor. What are you doing over here? Probably good, though, because the girls went to bed. Come on, Hank. Come with me. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. He can do the stairs in like 4 steps now. I'll carry you up. Hold on. A lightsaber torch? I need one. You know those, they look like a pew-pew, but they hook to like a propane torch. Oh, Gary, I appreciate you. And all of them. Yeah. I feel bad. I was talking to her today. Sorry, shutting my sprinklers off. If you guys have questions about this dark horse situation, ask me, because this is all I know. I know nothing about this woman. Sammy, I think my first year and a half on here, if I'm being honest, prepared me for insanity. Like, I wasn't quite this prepared for this level of insanity, if I'm being honest. But I was pretty well prepared after that year. That first year was pretty fucking insane. I mean, being accused of calling CPS, that's why I keep saying, like, at least I'm only being accused of a couple times this time. Last time it was 211 times. I've been accused of kidnapping kids. I've been accused of pushing someone to the edge. I've been accused of all sorts of fucking crazy shit. Having a record, Kyle having a record, death threats, dark web threats, emails created in my name, sent to other creators that didn't know me. Shit. Lies about me doxing people that had been doxed on this app years previously before I even came around. Oh, I worked for a creator that I don't even like on payrolls of multiple people. Still haven't found the collection pot for that. God, it's early. I could think of or it's late. I can't think straight, but I've been accused of a lot of shit. A lot of fucking shit. Threats to my custody of my nieces. Yeah, he's, yeah. Well, with number 5, who's number 5? Which one's number 5, that Ellen? Oh, I have to go up. I'll have to go up and read what the Michelle said. Hold on. Kenzie's been accused of random shit. I don't even know anymore.
Hey, pause. Or you.
I know. Couldn't they have gone for a better number, Sammy? 211 was excessive. Oh, yeah. No, thankfully, I've stayed far the fuck away from that. That's it, Heather? That's all you've been accused of? My God. How could I forget? The biggest one is that I set people up and I framed them. Oh, and another one of the ones that I was altering screenshots and deep faking audio, contacting families. That's right. Contacting families, deep faking audio when it was clipped right from Spanky's channel, and Manny behind the mic was actually the one streaming it. And the email, the screenshots that I'm accused of altering, I can go directly into my Facebook Messenger, like screen record it and show exactly where those were being sent from, like right one after another. And that they looked that way when I was getting them. And we knew that the mods were turning on each other. So I was just posting everything that they were sending. We knew they were editing shit and sending it. That was the fun of it. That was all on Facebook. But I've been accused of altering messages, all sorts of shit, just random shit. Go ahead, Genevieve. You can call the mayor. There's millions of people here. I'm sure they'll come right out, though, and have a talking to with me. They'll probably ask me to run for office next year. Yeah, none of them could prove a thing, Darby. Not one of them. There has not been one that has been able to withstand anything. One. Not one single fucking one. Not a single fucking... Think about that. In almost 3 years of all the lies that have been told, and not one of them has came true. Fuckers. It gets old after a while, but I think the first year and a half prepared me for insanity. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Sammy, maybe it's me that I'm not strong. Maybe I attract some really fucking fucked up people, if I'm being honest. I have a magnet for fucking whack jobs. Take my thing, my dog. Hank, you became a thing. I run a harassment group. I've worked for so many people and I've yet to be paid for any of it, these assholes. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was always drunk. Always drunk. I'm trying to think of what else. Huh. Oh god, there's been so much. It's so crazy though to think about some of this shit. This is some of the shit that they just look stupid. Like, try again. Try again. She's not going to FOIA the calls because she doesn't want to show her hand that what nonsense is said is true. Gary, I swear, I picked him right off the bat. I was like, here we go. No, I don't want to be a mayor of anything. Hell no. I've been called the YouTube police. I'm missing something. Hold on. There's some real good ones. I know there's been, God, there's some accusations I'm forgetting, but some of them were really fucking good. And I've been exposed. Revival, what are we up to by this point? Oh yeah, my daughter's a minor. Oh, that's right. That I didn't even have Mackenzie. Now she's my stepdaughter. So it went from I couldn't push a child out of my twat to then I had a daughter and I was exploiting her. Then somehow I've lost her again and she's now became my stepdaughter and is Kyle's actual daughter. I mean, adopting pets just for exploiting them on the internet. I don't know. And people wonder why I am a little bit busy at times. I'm over here kidnapping kids, fucking calling CPS 211 times, fucking doing all sorts of shit, working for people, setting people up, framing them. Fuck. You just have to laugh after a while because you're like, whatever. She probably isn't. Oh, Opal, yeah. Yeah, I have a million alts that I troll under. And I admitted that I was trolling those idiots right out front because when they were like trying to dox me, that was their intent. Like they were hell bent on doxing me. So how I was trolling them was out front, not under alts. I was posting pictures of like my left foot, my right hand, silhouettes, flipping my hair, my nails, my ring, a collage of one thing is not like the other of our backsides. That's how I was trolling them. But because I said, hell yeah, I trolled you guys right out front, one of those idiots clipped it and was like, oh, we got her. See, she's been a troll. And then it turned into I was a paid troll for Katie Joy. That rumor still runs rampant. Another idiot played audio of some other girl that I was actually like confronting, saying horrific things on a panel. That was Sinner, who played an audio of her claiming it was me saying shit when it was clearly very distinctly not my voice. That was tried. Fuck. Who knows what else? Oh yeah. By the way, my dolphins and me are still gonna ride the coast sometime, even though Tennessee isn't a coastal state. From Florida to Tennessee to go search for missing kids. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Yep. I mean, why not? I think that's pretty much all I've been accused of, though, that I can remember. That's memorable, at least. I'm sure there's a lot more. I just can't think of it right now. It all kind of becomes a melting pot after a while of like, oh, what's on a Wednesday? That was just a Wednesday. Oh yeah. Yeah. I have to be an Orkin. That's very sexist of them too, Opal. I decided I can't be an Orkin woman, but I can call pest control and hire pest control. I can't take care of the pest control myself. I need to hire a man, the Orkin man, to come. I can't be the Orkin woman and take care of the problem myself. I got to hire somebody, which we did and do. But, oh, and I've been accused of being Mrs. Doubtfire, the Hulk, Ernest T. Bass. I have a dick nose. I have the best fupa on the internet, though. Were you in here the other day when I was being stupid and somebody said I was riding Granny's coattails, and I was like telling you guys what I was picturing in my head when I heard that, and about Granny pulling me around in like a snowbank and me riding her? I was trying to explain her that to her today. I was like, don't even ask. I don't even know where my brain goes at times, but sometimes the visuals that we get from some of this shit is just too much. But anyways. Oh, yep, Sammy, add that to the list. Exploiting people's kids. Yep, clipping them nefariously, yeah. This is just a Wednesday. I mean, that's like a Tuesday. Oh, God, Revival. There's too many. There's too many. Me and my sanctimonious C word. Oh, no, Lorraine, I'm so freaking sorry. I'm so sorry, Lorraine. That's horrible. Oh, so sorry. Sending you a big hug. That there's just no words. That pain is horrific and it doesn't go away. I'm really sorry. Crafty Girl, thank you for being a member for 4 months. Good. Mercedes Girl, good. I'm glad to hear that. Oh yeah, I'm a rich bitch because I have a fucking pool, even though it's 100 fucking degrees in Arizona plus in the summers, and it's a very fucking common thing. Oh, I live in a duplex. That's right. And it's a community pool. I forgot about that too. I'm trying to think of the other ones. I know, Gary. Shh, don't tell anybody. I just adopt them from the fucking shelter for exploitation on the internet. Don't tell anybody, though. Shh, don't tell anybody. Crafty Girl, yeah. They're fucking doing more bullshit. Now I'm responsible for Dark Horse. That's what you missed. I am now responsible, or somehow Dark Horse has alluded to in their opinions that I'm some sort of mentor or she checks things over with me. I have no fucking clue at this point. But she's emailed me 7 times, hasn't emailed me since April 12th, 2024. I've engaged twice with her. Nothing about BJ in 2023. 7 emails total. I've responded to 2 of them. 2 of them aren't even opened. I'm telling you guys, like, this is, I don't lie about it. Every time I have to fucking prove something like this, there's always unopened emails, and people are like, God, you really do suck at this. Yes, self-admittedly, I fucking suck. And it's because I got chaos in emails. Right, breaking chains, right. Good night, Duchess. You go back to bed. Yeah, Crafty Girl, she was. That's why I hopped off Granny's yesterday. I fucking left out of Granny's when she was up there. I was like, I can't do this. I'm going to go the fuck off. So I bounced. I know, Emily. She advertises our pools. It's those fucking, it's not even that big of a deal. They live in places, like she lives in Arizona. After we told her over and over again that it's not a status thing to have a pool at fucking all. Like, it's nothing to do with money. It's not a status symbol. It's nothing. It's a common fucking factor here in Arizona for a lot of people. And she like kept rubbing it. And then finally she got to the point where she would say, it's not even that big of a deal. I don't know why they think they're so cool. None of us do. None of us fucking do. I do too, Genevieve. Gary, I won't do, I won't do certain shit. I have boundaries. Now, when it's continued escalation and real life stuff with my own family involved, I will absolutely document. I'm 100% an information gatherer. And when it comes to the safety of my family, I will absolutely report and make a paper trail of shit, because there are certain people on here that I've dealt with since November of 2022 that still are in play in the background, not so much in the background, that are problematic. So I have definitely documented a paper trail for the protection of myself and my family. It's not even like I've never called to file like a fucking, can I get charges on this person or anything? Never once. Just, this is informational. I want to document this for my own purposes, and that's it. Because even though we are on the internet and people are like, oh, I'm not a cop caller, at points in times, you need to actually document for everybody's best benefit. Unlike BJ, who says, you know, she's gone through all this and she's been documenting. No, when I say something, I'm going to follow through with it. And one thing people have always, I mean, the OGs around here can tell you, I've said since day one, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to tell you, whether you like it or not. If I'm going to call somewhere, if I feel some sort of way, I'm going to tell you myself, because it's not going to come out 3 years later and you guys find out because of litigation or something that nonsense made a call to BJ's. Like, how would that have looked if I wouldn't have said anything at the time and just been like, I mean, the narrative still would have said it. But you know, if she would have gotten a hold of that and I wouldn't have said something publicly, what she would have turned that into? Just like she is now. She's still trying it. She's still trying to turn in the call of me calling her police station to give them my information, to make a report about what was happening to me and give them my information. She's still trying to make that into something still. I absolutely did, Sammy. She did a whole mock phone call repeating it. And then she's like, I thought you would just do that for attention. I said that to somebody last night. I said, who even thinks like that? Who the fuck even thinks like that? To even think that somebody would say something like that for attention. Like, that's not attention grabbing. That's not like, but then again, I'm like, that's the first thought in her head. I thought you were just doing it for attention. If you think saying that somebody called the police to make a report is something that you should do for attention, are you okay? Chances are no. Right? Exactly, Genevieve. Exactly. It's fucking crazy. That's the other thing about that video. I continue to say, like, it has gotten so far off track, that initial video of her boys. No accountability lands on her. Zero. No, Emily, yep, she's trying to mix multiple situations into one. She knows exactly why I called. I mean, she's stupid at this point. But if she would have reported that video and seriously handled that appropriately, called the police and said, look, this video got accidentally uploaded. I'm a YouTube creator. I want to make sure that I've taken all the proper steps to have that video removed so it cannot surface again, for the dignity of my minor children. Can you help me out? If she would have handled that appropriately and properly to begin with 2 years ago or whatever it was, I wasn't even in that circle at that time, so I have no idea the exact dates. But if she would have handled that appropriately, this wouldn't be being used for content, in my opinion, today. But people, from my understanding, and I believe these people, suggested and advised her to do those things, to reach out, to ask for help and say, look, this is an accident. I just want to make sure for the safety of my kids and their dignity that this doesn't go any further. Can you help me? She never did that. And they advised her over and over again to do it. And she was like, yeah, no. Instead, she used it for content for, I've heard, like 5 days. Just like she's doing right now. That's why I keep saying, like, the people, like the dark horse, you're making her a victim by doing the things that you're doing. If it would have been a wellness check, that's one thing. If people have cause and concern, it's such a fine line, because we cannot encourage people to never fucking call over something. If there's something of concern, Not drama, of course, because we don't want to instill it in people's head not to call if you see something. You know, we don't want to do that. But people like you, Dark Horse, make it hard for people who might, and even around her, might have genuine concern sometime, like when they needed to call for a wellness check and she got put in the hospital for days on end afterwards. You make it hard and you give her the victimhood status. So everything that we are doing to show appropriately her own words, how she's lying to people, you're undoing all of that. You want people to see what she's like, but you yourself and others that are doing shit like this continue to keep her in play with her victimhood because you make her the victim. It's counterproductive. Some of us are trying to show what harm she's doing. She filed a fucking injunction in a court of law against Granny because of YouTube drama. I heard somebody said today that she got conned by Nick the Hat. That she was the one that got conned by Nick the Hat. My mouth hit the fucking floor. She absolutely, knowingly, with people around her advising her, made her choices. She knew Josh the Lab warned her who he was before she got in bed with those guys. She 100% knew what she was doing. Stop making excuses for grown-ass behavior, for choices she's making. But this is why people are more inclined to hate Bond over shit talk than they are to follow the facts. You don't see me inviting Dark Horse up over here. Hell no, I want nothing to do with that shit. Stay the fuck away from me. Keep my shit out of it. I don't appreciate this because I do have a family that I will fucking protect. And inciting this shit like she is doing for retaliation and shit is how she's doing it. If you ask me, you guys can tell me if you disagree. But she is inciting that I did something nefarious once again for retaliation. But they stopped now that police is involved. TikTok wouldn't stand for it one bit. You would be getting threats. It's not a joke. What do you mean, Charlie? She's used it for content for what going on? Are we 2 days in or 3? 2 days now? She's used it for content. She recorded the officer without his permission, which I think you can. But then she posted it online, misrepresented what he said, and is using what he said to like threaten and intimidate people, and then trying to include the rest of us because she knew I had made a call and what I made a call for to give him my information. I called to make a report on myself, and she's twisted that into all this other nefarious shit and is using that call to the police to incite shit against people. It's fucking wild.
Can I show them my nails?
Oh, absolutely, crafty girl. Absolutely. And it feels almost intentional on Dark Horses. Am I wrong for feeling that way at this point? I'm starting to feel very... I'm not going to. I'm putting them over here. Oh, shit. Hold on.
There's a dog.
Oh, my God. Stop being...
Don't like that thing.
Okay, here. Show him.
They're pretty. They're cute.
She doesn't exist. She's AI. Okay?
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know who you're hearing holler because Hank's getting her slimed. Or showing her nails right now. That's that AI child. Don't ask who she is. Hey, Rubber. It's crazy. It just feels very intentional. She went in there tonight. Yeah, Emily, we were watching it because I was playing it and showing the emails, how many emails, like Dark Horse, they're trying to blame or say that Dark Horse and I are in communication. She hasn't emailed me since last year. Right. Genevieve, it didn't seem to me that he knew about that. Yeah. Row to row. Yep. I have too, crafty girl. And it's so hard to keep up with all the different pieces of it because I can only keep up with my piece. Now there's a piece of another person going after Queen Bee that's beneficial to BJ. There's people going after and having websites on Clue that BJ is associated with. Like, it's so fucking crazy. Charlie, so back in February 26th, BJ, I was playing clip roulette one day, and we were just going through screen recordings on my phone. So I would start playing one, give the date of the screen recording, give the date, and I would thumb through it just to see what it was. We were just fucking goofing off, and I was finding some really major, like, interesting clips. Well, there was a couple that I would get to that you could hear her children speaking in the background. So I would wait for a few seconds to hear if it was like a continued thing or if they went away. And if it seemed longer, I would skip through. So I didn't want to play her children. So I would skip over that part. But you would obviously hear them for a second because that's how we'd know that the kids were in there. So I would skip through it. But she tried to incite to her audience that I was doing something nefarious and clipping and time-stamping and dating videos of her children. She did it multiple nights over and over again, kept saying that I was doing something to her children. Sorry, long story short. So she does these videos. One of her subs goes in by the name of Penny Monroe. Penny Monroe goes into her chat and says that I'm a child predator in a comment under the video, that I'm a child predator and people need to contact law enforcement and YouTube. I'm like, what the absolute fuck is going on here? It sat up there for 2 days on the videos of her saying that I was doing something nefarious to her children. I told her, I said, I'm not playing this fucking game. I'm contacting your law enforcement, because that's where her sub was trying to incite that they called law enforcement, because it was Brittany's kids who I was supposedly doing something nefarious to make sure that they have my name and information in case they got reports. So I contacted her local sheriff's department, gave them my information. February 26th. She is trying to say, and she was trying to twist a situation that happened by somebody in Arizona. I'm in Arizona. She knew I called. She knew exactly what I was calling for and why. She did a whole mock-up of it. But the other day when Dark Horse called, she's trying to imply that I also called and that somebody from Arizona called in she was going to harm herself call, trying to imply that that was something I did. Didn't do any of the sort. I've told her from jump she could FOIA the call. Listen to what I said. I didn't make a report on her. They didn't even go out there. Craig said the other night they didn't even come here for that. No, they didn't. Because I called to give them my information in case there was police reports made about me doing something to her children, so they could get every video I was playing if they needed it. She twisted that into this whole situation with this Dark Horse thing, even though she's known about it since February. Yep. Long story short, that's what happened. And here we are. Now she's trying to blame me for Dark Horse. She couldn't blame me for the call. So now she's trying to blame that Dark Horse and I are somehow associated, because Dark Horse threatened to call CPS on her last year, I think April 9th, 2024, and then tried to blame me for the CPS call or imply that I was inciting CPS on her. Dark Horse sent me an email. I addressed it publicly and said I didn't agree with her doing that, and I didn't appreciate getting the backlash from that. Haven't seen her maybe in a chat or two in a year. And then she pops up the other day when this call gets made and tells them that she's been, she's emailed me and she sent me the proof of her personal stuff. I don't even know what's in some of those emails. I didn't open 2 of them. I don't know what all she sent me. I know she sent me her story, but it had nothing to do with BJ. That was in 2023. The BJ emails were about that, and she disappeared. And now they're trying to say that I'm responsible for her. She's coming to me for help or whatever. No, sorry, not the deal. Right? Exactly that, Ellen. And I didn't even respond to that last one. There's no response to those. I addressed it publicly, disagreed with her. In fact, I think I have that pulled up. Hold on. Let me see if I still have that pulled up. I might have taken it down. I had it pulled up the other day. I went and found the video where I addressed her. Actually, let me look really quick. If I have that, I'll put that in here really quick. That's actually a good reminder because I had addressed it publicly. Let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second, you guys. I was going to hop off here, but that might be a good thing to add in. Oh, is it? Yep, sure is. Okay. Here, I'll share this with you guys. I didn't know what was going on with all of this yet. Okay. So this is from April 9th, 2024. See, I don't know. I don't know who Mallory is. I didn't know who Mal was. You hear that? But by the way, y'all, I just found I didn't even know who Mal was on April 9th, 2024. Malicious Intense channel last night, and what an adorable young lady she is. Educated, smart, sweet. And then I go on to say malicious intent, not even realizing there's multiple. There was a crime time with Mal. There was malicious intent. I had no clue. Sweet, toxic. This is how much I didn't know that community. About stories that don't get a whole lot of attention. Absolutely adored. That's her. Oh, hell. Oh, she wants to fight.
Oh,
See, I just found her. Some of y'all. Peg, you know what they've been trying to do? They've been trying to say that I had issues with some Penny before from the Marvon days. And I'm like, no, I did with the Peggy, though, because I kept thinking, I was like, there was one point in time where Peg, our good Peg, had to change her name to the good Peg because Penny, not Penny, Peggy. I was laughing because they almost had me convinced that I had conflict with somebody by the name of Penny. And I was like, nope, that was Peggy, because I remembered at one point in time you got mixed up as her too. It's good to see you, by the way. I hope you're doing good. Remind me of my daughter, and we don't have to fight anybody. Thankfully, I told somebody that story today. I was telling Grady the story about us getting robbed coming out of the hospital, and she's like, no fucking way. And I'm like, yes, dude, yes, this happened. And she's like, what the fuck? So cute, because Kenzie's the sweet side of me at times. But she is so sweet. Yeah, it was Peggy. Really? She's not sweet. I think she's super sweet. That's why I have my Peggy button. Peg Bundy. She was really sweet last night. I'm like, yes. Okay, Dark Horse. That's what I was like. Wait, I know we talked. Yes. Dark Horse. Thank you. I knew we had talked, but I couldn't. When I started thinking about it, I was like, see, I'm like, I didn't even recognize who she was or anything at the time in 2024 from her messages in 2023. Can't remember. She messaged me a few times, and then that was it. Sound of Freedom, Sound of Friday, aka nothing. You guys are so funny. You guys have seasons. Season 1, season 2. Dark Horse. Was that email that she? The first time I had ever reviewed her is of interesting date too. I started reviewing Brittany J on March 28th, 2024. This was April 9th. I think it was April 6th or 7th when Yvette emailed Down the Rabbit Hole News to try and tattle on me and Chico and Pika. She was reading last night, factual. And from you. If you don't want to answer publicly either, you don't have to. You don't know me anything. I'm just curious because she was making a whole show out of it and never showed the email. She just claimed that she was reading it. And I asked Dark Horse right off the bat, was that you that sent her the email that BJ was reading? Callie, I'm trying to be nice. Kenzie is ornery as hell. It's in the last, she deleted one of her lives, but then it's at the very end of her live stream from last night. She was saying that you were emailing her threats about CPS and all of this stuff, and she was reading them out loud. Alluding to the fact that you were going to call CPS and she was going to head to the courthouse today to get cease and desist and ROs and all this stuff. Okay, thank you. You don't have to, again, like, you don't owe me anything. It's your personal things with her. I know nothing about it, but I was just curious because I was like, whoa. And then they're talking about the island, and I was like, wait, what? Just wait, though, because once I can confirm that it's the right person. She never did, though, yeah. Estee Lauder. Are you a makeup artist, Miss Italy? B? Yeah, OG. They tried to email me. Yes. Sorry, I'm just reading your guys' stuck here. Yes, they emailed to Tattle on Chico to down the rabbit hole because Chico had just gotten a wrench that day. And I was reviewing BJ. And she asked one of them in the chat to be respectful to me when they were coming in here, like trying to fucking tell me off. She asked one of them to be respectful. And they wrote Rabbit a multiple page email tattling, Chico mods for such a scummy channel or whatever. It's a bad reflection on you. You have a upstanding channel.
What is the thumbnail?
And it's funny because at one point in time, one of the mods that's sitting next to Brittany on panel tonight used to mod for Down the Rabbit Hole.
Layla. Oh, the cow
SW
with the sunglasses.
and cause shit.
That's wishful. That was one of the littles. That's not Kenzie. That's one of the littles.
Fucking wild how shit has changed
Yeah,
in
Miss
the
Arnold, I'm
last
kind of
year.
wondering about that. Brianna. Only parts of stuff Toast wants to. Okay, question right quick, just so I know what I'm dealing with. Do they have a Discord and like a mod chat? Is that how she controls everything?
See, I didn't even know. I was like, do they have a Discord? What are we dealing with? I didn't know her like that. It's weird to listen to this.
Absolutely, Wendy. Well, and to a point though, with
Let me see here. Let's transcript this. Because I go on to say, where are we at? 122. Now you guys get to see how I do this so fast sometimes. Okay. It's coming up. We can probably skip ahead. Hank's behind me.
Heatherlicious. That's actually sad.
For all. They were filling.
I recognize your name from a bunch of.
This live is still up. You can go listen to it. Do you hear Kenzie in the background?
Misinformation, cronies lives. I've seen you all over lately, pushing off misinformation and speculation about
Fucking Kenzie in the background. Ow, coming in the screen door.
the parents going through a really traumatic time. This life can be whatever you want it to be. I'm coming. It can be whatever you want it to be.
Fire walk with me. The only time I've opened my email today, self-admittedly, is to go find the screenshots of this. I haven't even looked at my newest emails. I am so sorry, you guys.
In your wildest dreams, it can be.
I will try to do some tomorrow morning. I promise I will really try.
You can.
But don't hold me to that and say I'm a terrible person if I don't. I'm sorry.
Rewind and
I'm trying to catch up. Kyle comes home tomorrow night, though.
find whatever you feel necessary. This live is truthfully about
I always feel
misinformation
so fucking bad.
and Brittany J emotionally manipulating people. And
fucking Kenzie in the back.
Kenzie just broke her back. I didn't have to do it. Thought it got me out of work. Thank you.
Listening back to sometimes her and I interaction on these crack me the fuck up.
But it is about people who continue to exploit
thank you,
true crime cases and then try to turn and play the victim themselves. And once
I really appreciate you, LFT.
again, take the focus off of the victim.
Listen to what I just said here. This was 2 weeks into me reviewing her.
About the parents going through a really traumatic time. This life can be whatever you want it to be. I'm coming. It can be whatever you want it to be in your wildest dreams. It can be.
We have 100 and how many Discords though?
You can rewind and find whatever you feel necessary. This live is truthfully about misinformation and Brittany J emotionally manipulating people. And
well, shit, I had her pegged right off the bat.
Kenzie just broke her back. I didn't have to do it. Thought it got me out of work. Thank you. But it is about people who continue to exploit true crime cases and then try to turn and play the victim themselves and once again take.
I know that Gary's full of crap, but I would love that if Gary was on panel with Granny someday. I know he is full of crap and won't start a channel because he doesn't do all the messaging and crap like that. But I would love to see you on panel with Granny someday.
Focus off of the victim. Get out of the way, kitties.
He's full of shit.
Kiki, don't get smashed. You'll be a smash burger. Give me 150. Now you're just talking out your neck. No, normally I talk on my ass. Get it straight.
Pretty typical Becky.
And my ass is usually pretty factual.
In my ass is pretty factual.
How big it is.
Hold on, I gotta turn my camera around.
Who knows what
Settings.
Kenzie's showing you?
Kenzie just bought a new desk because she's crazy.
Oh yeah, Kenzie's desk.
It's heavy.
It's like a huge L-shaped desk for like a PC and everything.
Sis, there's a crazy cat. Jesus.
Mindless interruptions.
No, dude, I talk on my ass. All right. About what other people say about your looks. A big old fupa. And we turned the camera.
Oh yeah, I was talking
Care.
about my
They don't care. The
fupa.
people,
Shit, I told her about my fupa right off the bat.
the inside is more important than the outside. And if you're ugly on the inside and on the outside, well, that's a double whammy and whatever. That's a whole other story.
Crazy.
That's a Molly Golightly situation. But stop. Like, stop being so concerned about what other people say about your looks. And don't try to put that shit on me because I don't even know enough about your looks. And bitch, I have fupa cam over here.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
proudly. I have a fupa.
2 weeks in, I told her about fupa cam and
Stop.
thought I was self-deprecating humor.
I'm short and I have a big old fupa. And we turn the camera on and we call it the fupa cam because love your body
Okay, fire walk with me.
and stop being so insecure about that shit. You need to learn to laugh. Nobody gives a fuck. It's not that serious. If you think that one thumbnail with your face at a bad angle with double chins is going to ruin your integrity, well, you didn't have any to begin with. It's not the picture that's ruining your integrity. It's you that ruined that, not the photo.
This is 2 weeks into me reviewing Brittany. Wow.
Fuck, oh dear. Whoa, you got a mess.
I know, I have to fold my laundry.
Of our neighborhood.
Oh,
And
God,
she had to be in
Cam.
a cone for 2 weeks. And yeah, none was right on that one person until I started ending up with a million. Because she loves
Cool. And then I have to.
this device.
Kenzie and her
I
cat.
have to go to my computer. Come on.
Hold on.
These planes are super loud. There was an air show on Sunday morning and it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, oh, this is so annoying. I have no idea. Doesn't mean that they're a bad mom. Two things can happen at the same time. A
There you
person
go.
can be a shitty stuff going on. The things that she said you did, I can kind of, from what you're saying, hold on. I never use my iPad very often.
So she
That's
sent me an email.
Laura, it's a screwdriver.
Dark Horse had obviously emailed me.
Identity issues also? Yeah, right. Just confirm she's embellishing. Okay. Let me look here. I'm not logged in on my iPad at all. There's an air show on Sunday morning. I have no idea. She deleted or privated the first live she did. She did a whole like 30-minute rant and then deleted that one and then did a second one. And at the end of the end of the second, she kind of comes back around to it. And that's when she talks about the stuff with Dark Horse Justice. She deleted it. Ugh.
I'm actually glad I pulled this out and put this at the end. Thank you.
What?
Whoever asked me a question that made me think of this.
Why do people do that? I don't get it. Not so sure.
Oh, you want to see the
Okay,
chat?
got it.
Sure.
I'm reading them.
You can see the chat. You can see what she comments in my chat too, if you scroll in on your phone.
Okay. Yeah, this is really personal between the two of you, it seems. I truthfully don't want to get involved in there because you did say a lot of the things that she said you did. I can kind of, from what you're saying, see why you felt that way, but you have a relationship with her that is way more personal on a personal level. So your care and concern or whatever you're addressing in these emails wouldn't be how I would go about it at all. Not so much at all. But truthfully, she's not embellishing and neither are you. It's just a very personal relationship. Seems like that went south. So that's what I'm going to say on that. I think she's using that.
We know this just when there was something somebody asked that made me think about, let me just go play my interaction with Dark Horse from a year ago. Like, why not? It's right here.
use that against you, of course.
Sometimes it just falls into place and you're like, you know what? It might not do anything for anybody, but somebody might not have seen this and this might make more sense to them that I called it right off the bat. Like, this is something really personal. That's where she came from, was BJ. I didn't know her.
Because you said what you said. I mean, obviously there's more to your guys' relationship that has stuff going on.
I guess it just makes, like, these are the things that I would need to follow a story like this.
I would please ask, though, please think through, like, what we see, and please understand that this is, I don't know her, but this is just my stance on everything. Obviously, she's a good mother. You can have your differences of opinion. From what I see, I don't have, just like Katie Proudfoot, if I'm giving Katie the benefit of the doubt, even though we might hear things that could be problematic or XYZ about their parenting style, that doesn't give me,
Man, look at the grace I was extending.
the right to turn them into CPS. The only time that I would ever involve resources is if a child was actually in danger or there was harm to that child. Just because we don't agree with somebody's parenting style, the time they put their kids to bed, all of that stuff, doesn't mean that they're a bad mom. Two things can happen at the same time. A person can be a shitty person, a bad creator, and a wonderful parent. Somebody can be a shitty person. So I have no indication that Brittany's not a good mom. From what I have seen, the only thing I pointed out was,
look at how much grace I was giving her on that.
The fact that if she was ever in Katie's shoes, those same things that she weaponizes against Katie would be used against her. I have no right to say anything about her parenting. I would never involve CPS unless there was a safety threat to her children. I don't do that online. I think that's ridiculous because we see such what people want us to see about their lives that we really, truly don't know what's going on. Obviously, her kids are in social programs, so I would leave that to the experts. If something needed to be done. I don't think that YouTube should ever go to that point for anybody. I don't want anybody to have to deal. My girls, CPS has been involved in our lives, not on my behalf, before I took them. And knowing what that did to them and the fear and trauma that it puts them through isn't something that's minor. That's a huge thing. It's a massive thing. And to watch people on YouTube nonchalantly weaponize it against each other, I can't get behind it. I just can't. It's a waste of resources because, again, we see such a little fragment. Kids were on spring break. I just, does that make sense? I know. I get that, Dark Horse, but I'm just saying, like, I don't want.
And people think that I just came out of nowhere attacking her. I was very graceful. Actually, I'm even shocked at how nice I was being here.
I appreciate you being forthcoming, and I get it. Like, that's why I said it's a very personal thing. But please just think about the kids for a moment because they don't deserve, and I know you are. Like, that's where your care and concern is coming from. It's obvious in this email. However, don't let your better judgment get the best of you in an emotional spot because all you're giving her intentional or like.
You know how much I appreciate you guys that mock me over my email, though. Seriously, because you guys don't, like, some people, and I hate it because some people do take it personally, and I hate that they do. But it's definitely not a you guys thing. It's a fucking me problem. Like, it is a problem for me. It's not you guys.
Unintentionally is more ammunition to cry the victim. There's so many kids that need CPS, and our system is fucking broken. No kid needs to be stuck in that cycle unless they absolutely, that's a last resort, and CPS can provide resources or do something to help those kids. It is so traumatic. It's such a traumatic experience. So I really advise people to really understand, like, we see such a part, and some of you know her way better than I do. So you and have had personal relationships. I'm just talking from a creator to a creator, talking about what is put out publicly and what we know. I have no indication, just like with Katie. I'm going to give grace until there's something otherwise. I wouldn't cut Brittany down the way she's cutting Katie down. Never. I don't know what she's like as a parent. I have nothing to judge on that.
And I've only judged her based on what she's shown me over the last 15 months.
Yes.
I didn't know anything about her.
Hamburger.
And wow, was I in for a shock. 15 months
Lucy,
later.
I totally think you are wrong.
Hey, just a little
there's
bit.
no
off.
indication that they know where they're at. Absolutely, Christina, it can be. thank you for being honest about that, Dark Horse. And I totally see, like, I can see, I just had to say that though, because I see where your care and concern came from, and you addressed that privately to her. She brought it publicly to try and victimize herself and say, you know, that's, you guys obviously have a personal relationship and you were addressing care and concern. That's fine. She's using that though and playing the victim by doing that. It just gives her another, like, look at me, whoa, I'm the victim type of shit. And kids don't deserve to be caught in the midst of all of that. I know, Dark Horse. I appreciate you being open and honest. Absolutely, Tammy Lou. It does. It causes trauma. Yeah, Chrissy, I'm not discounting that at all. Like, Dark Horse, y'all, Dark Horse can share if she chooses to what is in her email. She did it from, you can see that she was, you know, trying to address Karen. Hey, Dee, it's good to see you.
I was giving them all the benefit of the doubt. I didn't know any of these people or players like that. She made it seem like they had a really personal relationship. So the fact that BJ is trying to put it off on anything but their relationship, and I don't know if it was or not, but she obviously had issues with their personal relationship from jump.
Lucy,
I mean, she was trying to get on her panel tonight to talk to her. Something really chapped her over BJ.
okay, we can go here. I can give you my thoughts on that, because law enforcement usually does not let the family of a missing child's search. First and foremost, the narratives that have been spun about Chris and Grady, why aren't they being spun about Seth? If you want to look at this from an unbiased angle and actually look at all the details, there's problematic inconsistencies across the board. The witch hunt and the sharpening the pitchforks after Chris and Katie is getting nowhere, because obviously, according to law enforcement, the data proves that Chris was not there. You can run with all of the conspiracies in the world. Obviously, he didn't just float out of the house. I am still in the camp that I hope he is still alive, that he did run off, something happened, that he will be returned home, anything of that nature. I'm still hopeful that he is still alive. However, to try and target Chris and Katie off of some stuff that the internet has ran with, there's just not proof. There's not evidence to show that they did anything. If we are actually taking what is factual known about this case, there's not facts or evidence to indicate that they did anything to him, and that's truthful. Christina, thank you for being.
That's Beth. I really do try to be. People really think I like just go in for the like jugular. I don't. Like, I judged her based on what she showed me over the last 15 months. A little bit off. I got accused of being a part of Dark Horse now, like her mentor or some shit.
In here. Oh, thank you for being here, Heather. I appreciate the transparency, Dark Horse, so much, so much. You didn't owe me that at all, and I appreciate you being honest, and that says a lot to me. I'm sorry you were treated poorly over there, and I'm sorry that you were, you know, being drugged because she's choosing to weaponize this. It sounds like that's kind of her stick. Just don't give her that. Don't give her that at all, because she will use it. It seems like she weaponizes any little thing like that, but please understand that for anybody, and this is across the board.
Man, this was 2 weeks into me reviewing her.
You're taking away, and I'm not saying this to Dark Horse, I'm saying this to all the lurkers in the back who do this fuck shit, because there's a lot of you that do this shit and keep the bullshit going between people too. You'll amp Brittany up under an alt, then you'll run in and be your best friend and do all that shit. That's shady shit. Stop. That's gross. Not addressing anybody specifically, but I've seen it done so many times. But weaponizing or using resources like that are so underfunded and so necessary, because we do have so many kids out here in foster homes. We have so many, there's just not enough resources, period, plain blank, end of story. And to use them over internet words is not cool. Not cool at all. But I really appreciate you being transparent, Dark Horse. That says a lot about. Yeah, Miss Italy, it absolutely fine. And I've called them myself when I said that earlier. I'm not lying when I said, Kyle and I talked about that openly. I've actually been at my wit's end because resources are so hard to find for kids with special needs. I've called and opened up a resources only case with CPS in Utah when we lived there, because I needed help. I was desperate for any type of anything for my girls, because I want them to have the most independent, functional. I will knock every door down I can. But you can have a really negative outcome too with CPS. It's just, you don't know. And our system is so broken that it's not a risk unless somebody is really in danger. Something really, like, I'm a mandated reporter. Some of the rest of you in the comments are too, but I don't take that as like, I'm going to start randomly weaponizing that against people on YouTube. That's so silly. We are adults. I will only ever use that if it comes to care and concern of somebody in real life that I know, elderly abuse, things of that nature, kids that are being actually harmed, not just what the internet is saying, because people get caught up in narratives and run with them, and they can turn, just like they're doing to the Proudfoots, for instance, they can turn you into complete monsters if that's the narrative they want to stick on you. And we don't have any indication that they're guilty of anything.
And I stand on that still. Like, I still stand on that. I wouldn't fucking, oh, I got him, sis. I still wouldn't. Sorry, that's my vape across the bottom of my computer. But that's, he's a rodent. Him and Whiskey are playing. He gets so hyped up, them two, like, he'll come try to knock my computer out of my hands. Oh, yep, Whiskey. Oh, they're doing it again. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to mute you. I'm going to. He's so ridiculous. This dog needs help. Seriously. Come. Where's your buddy at? I got to find the light. I'll just turn the bathroom light on. This dog. Somebody want this dog? Ah, NorCal. Good point. It probably was. It probably was. Hold on. I got to show you guys this guy. He quits doing it every time I walk over here. he quits doing it as soon as I walk over here. He doesn't want, he's like, I'm not doing nothing, Mom. What do you want? Sorry, guys. Hold on. Oh, here, hold on. Oh, that's the fan. Hold on. Yeah, I got it. She's laying right there. Can you see her? Whiskey. Can you guys see her? She's laying right there, tormenting him. There she is. There she is. She's laying there tormenting him. And she knows exactly the distance to get. And so she can smack him in the face. Look at her. And yes, his nails are getting done this week. Kyle's coming home. He's hard for me to like maneuver physically. I mean, he's getting really good at getting in the car on his own, but I don't know if he'll get out at the vet. Me and him had a struggle the other night. He was scared to get out at the vet. And I was like, God damn. He's a strong 5-month-old puppy. BJ's fruit bowl and buffet. I doubt she is. I don't think she would. There's nothing to talk about. She can talk about Kenzie, but Kenzie's not a kid. Kenzie's a full grown-ass adult. She'd be stupid to talk on Kenzie because at some point in time, I'm going to let Kenzie say what she wants to say. You guys heard her the other night. I don't allow her to say what she wants to say. She's a grown-ass adult. I mean, you want to keep fucking around and saying stupid shit, she'll pop back. Keep on. Do you see Whiskey with her attitude? Kenzie raised that thing. Oh, my stepdaughter. That's right. Sorry. My stepdaughter. If you guys want to watch that video, you can go watch it. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go to bed. I got to finish my chores in the morning, which most of them, I just got to make the bed and finish up laundry. Sorry, I yawned. That was bad. But if you guys want to watch that video, it's still up on my channel. But you get the point. Like, I was obviously against it then. I guess we could watch. I can take you guys upstairs. We can watch like 5 more minutes of it. Because I did bring the guys or the dogs out here to pee, so.
Christy, that's true. But at the end of the day, too, structure and stability is absolutely needed. Could there be a lot to criticize there? Yes, but that's not my job. People have different parenting skills. People have different schedules, different structures. Kids need sleep. Like, I could go off on a whole tangent about that in itself. My girls go to bed at 8:30, 9 o'clock. I'm in bed by 8:30. They're teenagers. They need their sleep. They love to sleep. It's just a very structured environment. It's just how it works for us, but everybody's household works differently. And when I was a teen, I don't know how old her kid, please don't tell me in the comments. I don't need to know. But if that's the last thing we're concerned about is her kids being up too late on spring break, I mean, again, I have no indication to say she's not a good parent. Yeah, some of you guys know her differently on a different level. I'm just saying.
Oh, gee, I can.
Yeah, Kimberly, that happens a lot. Yeah, Mark, that's going to open up a whole ball of worms too. Yeah, Dark Horse, you can see that you were upset and you were coming from a place of concern. And I honestly, like, that took a lot of balls to just send me that. And that's why I won't cut you down for, like, I can tell you were emotional and you were just fed up after that. Yeah, Terry, it's drilled into people's brains that if you see something.
Kitty Coo. What did you say? Oh, good night, Kitty Coo. Have a good night. I know it's late, you guys. I didn't plan on popping on. I heard what was going on and I was like, no, I'm going to nip this in the bud right now. Like, I am not going to sit here. We're not going to give legs to this. This is bullshit. This is fucking straight up bullshit. So sorry I popped on so late too with no warning.
And say something, but honestly, that's not always helpful because
I was seriously finishing shampooing carpets.
A lot of times what we see isn't reality of what's actually going on, especially on the internet. You see, like, I see it happen to influencers, like big influencers all the time. Now, family vloggers, a completely different story. People exploit their children for money, like Ren Eleanor, for instance. That's
Sorry, it's past, Becky. This is confusing. It's past and present.
That's just disgusting in my opinion. However, what
I sound like a broken record though, because I typically am saying like the same shit.
we're seeing of their actual reality is like a very curated view of what they want you to see. I don't show my girls on here. The only one you guys will ever see is Kenzie. I do show, like, I showed in a short Kiki waking the girls up. You can't see her face. Everybody, Kenzie, Kyle, and I all checked it to make sure it was acceptable. Even if you zoomed in, you can't tell. She just looks like a blob of hair under a blanket.
He stepped on Bella's freaking jaw and she whelped. Did you hear that? And now he's following her around because he knows he hurt her accidentally. And he's like trying to kiss her. He doesn't even know his size. He's so big.
Because I protect their privacy, because at the end of the day, the internet is a very interesting place. I've had threats to put my kids on the dark web. I've had CPS calls. I've had all sorts of threats to Mackenzie. Kenzie's been threatened to be pew-pewed. Just because people can't handle open discourse as adults online. And it's not cool. It's ridiculous. It's such a waste of time. Yes, Aaron, but please, yes, absolutely. Kathy, 100%. What gets to me is how they all trash people on their behavior or how they think they should act. I've had my own trauma. Until you've been there, you should not judge someone on how they react, especially parents that are going through the worst time of their
Smile, sending you a huge hug back. Sorry, I didn't see you pop in here. Thank you for being a member for 28 months. I really, really appreciate you so much. Peggy, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the cabana.
their life. Like, that's my problem. I could care less what she says about me, but you are harming actual people that are going through horrific circumstances as is. None of us, I don't think, would want to be in their shoes. Not a single one of us would want to ever feel the emotions that they're feeling and be
Amy, I haven't seen it yet.
judged on things
I've heard about it, but not seen it.
that might not even be as they seem. Absolutely, Lacey. That's very valid. Oh my gosh, Shay. See, that's so fucking ridiculous.
When I went up today, I don't know if you guys saw on Granny's, I was going to tell her the story about getting mugged by the lady with the walker. My internet went out. So I didn't get to tell her that story. But I told her, I was like, I want to tell you something. And so I told her. And she was like, no fucking way. You can't make that shit up still. Like, people are like, you're joking. I'm like, no, this really happened.
So this is a typical thing of her to like stomp her feet and say, if you're seen in the chat, you will be blocked. That's so ridiculous.
Oh my God, Lippy, that was fucking insane to be.
Yeah, Lacey, a lot of my girls were here. Like most of you were here when it was brutal, and I showed it all. It's on my community tab. There's lives about it. Like I posted all of it, but I also handled it behind the scenes. I don't take threats to my children lightly. I filed police reports and kept it moving. You know, it's not content. My kids are not content for the internet, and getting in a back and forth with people that are threatening them. Like, first of all, it's anonymous emails. We know the group it came from. Like, it is what it is, but it's such a waste of time for people who shouldn't, like, they can't handle this arena anyways because they just lie to lie. Like, there's so many people out here that just lie to lie. They've got,
Man, I had her pegged.
gotten it in their head that they can create this other reality.
I don't know who, you guys were good at guiding me or something in the right direction for the right receipts, because I had her pegged and had watched enough videos by this point.
That's different from the actual life they live. The internet provides a space where people can be anything they want. And it's like a disconnect from their real life. We've seen it so many times that people create these complete falsehoods of who they are, jobs, claiming that they lost a child when that didn't.
This is why clip channels are so important, because they capture things that, like, in years down the road, people will still remember
Even happen.
and or go look for.
Like that sick shit like that. Like sick shit.
Hey, Deanna.
And then they weaponize it against other people and try to emotionally manipulate people because of that. But it's allowed people to create these falsehoods. It's because they're ashamed of their actual reality. So they portray something completely different to the internet. And it's really sad. It's truthfully sad, because true happiness isn't about impressing a bunch of strangers online. That's never going to be fulfilling. I don't know. Not for me, at least. Like, it's never going to be fulfilling. And to be accepted on a bunch of things that you aren't even, isn't it better to be your genuine, authentic self and be accepted for who you are? And even the people that don't accept you, that's a them problem, not a you problem. I don't know. It's so weird. The whole thing out here is weird.
And it still is a year later. It's even weirder now. The dummy bears. Oh my gosh, Lippy. I've heard you've got some clips I need to watch. Past nonsense does not a lot like present nonsense. It's all a bunch of nonsense at the end of the day. All right, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you for coming in so late. Sorry I popped in here without any notice or anything. But Healy time, I hope you have a great day. I keep freaking yawning. I'm sorry. I'm going. I'm not pulling a BJ. I don't have no tree fell. It would just be Hank. Okay, bye.